All right, we just stepped off the ship. There's the lighthouse. We got to check out the light show later, y'all. We're gonna go down here and walk down the dock and go this way. This is my first time at Ocean Cay. So we're gonna check out what all they have. The water slides hanging over the side of the ship up there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna walk down here to the end of the dock and pick it up once I find something exciting. Here we go. As soon as you get off, you got all the conch shells here on the side. Photo spot in front of the trees. Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. I had stopped and taken a picture for somebody, and I ended up taking about 30 pictures for people, so that's all right though. All right, we're gonna go over here. They got a map of the island, so we're gonna show the map and where everything is before we get going. So we are here at the Welcome Center, which is right there where the star is in the big ship, obviously. So look at what it looks like. All right, y'all, let's go explore. You come out the hub, you got a rental and excursion area here. Kind of an overcast, gloomy day to start out, but that's all right. So it looks like you got some jet skis and stuff over here is where you would rent for some shore excursions. Just got some shops over here. I'm not sure if the shops are open yet. It's still early. We're just gonna walk. We're just gonna go.
We're going, and then we can figure out our bearings.
Y'all want a family picture?
No.
All right, another cool little picture spot. Got the fish wheel here. Had to stop and take another picture for some folks. People like to have their family photos. Cole's in the stateroom by himself, doing some homework, so and I could take some pictures for some people while I'm roaming the island. So we just got off the ship and I walked straight out. I went around the little building for the shore excursions, but other than that, we're just walking straight. I didn't even look at the map to see where we were going. We're both gonna learn together. Got a bar here on the right-hand side. So, heads up, your drink package does work on the island. There is Wi-Fi on the island as well. Springer's Bar. All right, I am going to be stopping and starting the video at points so I can take some pictures and some other stuff as well. Looks like you got some seating area outside here. It's an iced coffee place here. What is the name of this place? The Smiling Fish. The Smiling Fish Coffee. It's like ice cream. They got ice cream too. So I go ice cream stand and coffee stand. prices are kind of rubbed out. I'm not sure if that's totally accurate on the pricing or not. Key lime ice cream, interesting. All right. So this looks like it curves back this way. I'm not sure where it goes, but we're gonna find out. It's another building back here. It's just like it's just a circle that goes back around. Maybe. So houses here. I wonder if this is for the workers that work on the island. I'm not sure what this is. It almost looks like little suites and townhomes and condos. That is so cute. I want to work on the island if I get to stay there. How cool is that, y'all? I don't know if that is what that's for. If anybody knows, throw it down in the comments. Maybe they'll tell us when we get on one of the little bus tours what exactly that is. But that's cute, little apartment buildings. I like these though, that's so cute. Purple, my favorite color too. All right, there's another map up here, so we'll stop and take a map and show where we've gone so far and where we're gonna go from there. All right, X marks the spot. We have made it that far from the ship. We are right there by Smiling Fish. Ocean Village is the shops. You got Seeker's Family Cove. So it looks like you can go two different ways here off the path. It's split, so you can go up this way to the Lighthouse Bar, the Boho House. You got Seekers there. You go to the lagoon that way. So like I said, the pathway kind of splits here. Let's go to the left up by the lighthouse first, and then we can come back through and check out the rest of the island. And see the ship. MSC Seashore. As soon as we get further in, we got to take a picture of the ship. Ooh, somewhere we can get a better view. I do like how they have the paved pathways around here. It's a little bit easier to get around. It's not all sand. I'm gonna cut across here. There's a little rocky in some places too. So check the beaches when you get here, y'all. I'll try to show as much as possible, but some of the beaches are gonna be a little rockier than others. Some will be smooth white sand. She got some chairs here in the shade. These look pretty well shaded right off the ship. You can rent an umbrella. They do have umbrellas for sale. Looks like you have another bar here. I'm gonna try to walk up to the water. I'm walking with tennis shoes and sand, y'all, so if the video is a little bit shaky, I apologize. I am trying to hold it as steady as possible, but y'all know how walking on sand is. As soon as you step, your foot sinks. Pretty cool view of the lighthouse here as well. Looks like a fire pit. Wonder if they do that in the evening time. That would be cool to sit here behind the fire pit and check out the lighthouse show that they do at night. Do have a lifeguard here as well. So this beach does not appear to be rocky. It is pretty soft, white, sandy beach. Picture of the ship. We just picked it back up. We got some umbrellas here over some chairs, some seated area, looks like for dining. There's the ship though. There's the little bar we just passed. Beach Shack. You got some cheeseburgers, hot dogs, French fries, looks like pasta salad, and whatever else they have is covered up and you can't really see. Here we go. It's better on this side. Brownies. Complimentary. Opens at 11:30 to 3:30. All right, y'all, let's get back on the path headed towards the lighthouse. There we go, back on the path so it could be a little bit smoother sailing. Got a building over here to our right. Looks like they're roofing a building up here. Some restrooms here. You got some mermen and some mermaids. The mermen are, looks like, oh, is that King Triton from The Little Mermaid, right? And you got Ariel. All right, y'all. Walk this way and see if we can't swing around about where the lighthouse is. So the trams have different stops throughout the island. I have not yet figured out where those stops are, but it looks like one of them's up here because that tram just left. We're gonna go check out the Lighthouse Bar. You got a cool photo op here, a giant beach chair, it looks like. Some green here. It's a little overcast today, but on a sunny day in the summer, I can tell where you could actually like bake here because it seems pretty wide open. You got some shaded parts, but seems pretty wide open for the most part. Cool little photo op. All right, I'm gonna take a picture real quick. All right, picture's done. Let's get back on the walkway and get back to the important things in life. Like beaches and bars. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Pina colada, sitting on the beach. Don't know, it might rain today. It looks pretty cloudy that way. All right, y'all, I am gonna walk around this curve here down to the lighthouse. This area looks pretty rocky over here. Probably would not suggest swimming. A lot of rocks. I don't even know if you're supposed to know. No swimming, no diving, keep off the rocks. So you're not allowed to swim in this area. Makes sense. All right, y'all, I'm gonna pick it up when I get down there to the Lighthouse Bar. All right, y'all, we made it to the lighthouse. Let's go check out the Lighthouse Bar area. So they got some seating here that overlooks the rocky edge of the water. Alright. Oh, they got like couches out here. This is nice, y'all. It's like the umbrella, so when it's sunny, they can extend them out. This is nice. This is pretty. Get right up here to the edge so y'all can see all the buoys out here as well. Clear blue water. A small island over there as well. Let's zoom in on that. That's pretty. That's pretty too. I'll live over there, right? All right, zoom back out. The waves crashing up against the coastline. Bar area here. Lots of couches, lots of seating. Looks like they got some pre-made drinks here. The front view of MSC Seashore, y'all. So this is reserved here. This might be for like yacht club members. Down here, the little bird's nest style seating. And the lighthouse. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink, y'all, and then I will pick it back up after that. Sitting here getting a Red Bull. Got the wall decorated here at the bar. You can probably sit here all day and sip on margaritas, huh? Thank you. All right, so we are leaving the lighthouse area. Pretty picture view of the beach over there. So the lighthouse is an excursion. You can climb all the way to the top of the lighthouse. See a few people up there and get some pretty cool views of the island. It is $24 per person. $24 per person. It looks to be about 12 stories high. So I was thinking about doing it, y'all, but I am scared of heights. And for $24 to climb 12 stories to a lighthouse to get a view for a few minutes, seems a little high. It's like somebody's been doing some rock decorating over here, making little statues out of the rocks. That's funny. That's cute. So I asked while we were down by the lighthouse, some more of the rock sculptures, I asked if they had shuttle service that went to the lighthouse, and he said no. He said sometimes they come down there, but no. So I don't know if that means they have shuttle service, or if they have shuttle service that doesn't go to the lighthouse, or if there's just no shuttle service. I'm not sure how to take that. I know I saw shuttles earlier with people on it, so we'll see. We'll find out and we'll let you know. All right, y'all, I'm gonna walk up here around this circle and get back to the main walkway all the way back that way where the island split when we first got off. Gonna head back that way. I will catch back up with y'all when we make it there. All right, here we are where the pathway split to go to the lighthouse. That way was the way we came. That goes back to the ship. And now we're gonna go this way. The Spa, Ocean Cay, and North Island. All right, we are coming up to our next intersection. It's another sign that says caution, no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk. So this is another one of those rocky beaches. Got a little pavilion area here and a bar down here at the end. Seating all the way around. It looks like you got a little overhang area with some views here as well. Let's go down here and check this out. So it says Ivory Bar. So this is a smoking section, I guess. Smoking bar. Some chairs overlooking the beach area. So yeah, this beach is definitely rocky. So I would suggest water, shoes, sneakers, something in that magnitude if you're gonna be out here in this particular area. Some nice seating here. Some mowing the lawn going on. All right, y'all, we're gonna go back up the walkway. All right, I'm picking it up here. There's the point we just left over there, the bar, the little pavilion area. Making our way to North Island. The spa Ocean Cay is this way. North Island is that way. Let's go towards the spa Ocean Cay first. All right, as we continue down, here's another beach area with some chairs, a few umbrellas. It doesn't seem like back here the chairs are as plentiful. Another bar area. Cactus bar. Do have some trees here, a few shaded areas. Again, a sign, no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk. So it seems like the majority of the beaches do not have lifeguards. Some more beach chairs there that are covered in sand. And to note, they do leave beach towels in your stateroom, so you will need to bring beach towels off the ship onto the island with you. They do not have beach towels on the island unless you are Aria, however you pronounce that, yacht club. They do provide beach towels for those, but for the rest of us peons, they do not. All right, I'm gonna continue on this path down here till we get to the next beach area. This looks like just like quiet retreat beach areas all the way throughout. So when we get to the next beach spot, it looks like we got one coming up here on the right. It looks like this one actually does have lifeguards, kind of on the inside lagoon area is what it looks like. Yeah, this is like a lagoon in the middle. This is pretty. All right, let me get up here and we will show this a little bit as well. A little island in the middle, y'all. It's this little like lagoon beach. This one is nice and sandy. It looks like you got little cabanas you can rent here as well. Really quiet, plenty of beach chairs out there. You see the posts in the ground. That's because they rent umbrellas. So you can rent an umbrella for your beach chairs. If it's to your liking, it's not required to have an umbrella. Daylight today probably won't be too bad because it's a little bit overcast, but on a bright sunny day, like I said, you're probably gonna want that umbrella. I will go ahead and forewarn you, go ahead and expect them to be expensive. Go ahead and expect to pay for an umbrella. All right, I'm gonna continue back down the walkway. See what else we can run into. Looks like we got another little bar area here. What is the name of this one? Inquiring minds want to know. So that one is Pineapple Bar. So the bars are named after plants and fruits. Interesting. All right, so let's go over here to this pavilion. I finally figured this out, y'all. Looks like they got an area over here where they got the life vests and stuff and umbrellas and stuff. Looks like floatable devices that you can rent. So that must be one of the rental stations. Maybe for shore excursions and stuff. All right, so here we are. This is Sunset Beach. So I also finally figured out the pavilions. The pavilions, because they have this little pathway, these little pavilions are the bus stops, y'all. They are the bus stops. It's like we got some more construction going on that way. All right, y'all, I'm gonna continue my way all the way down. We're just gonna keep taking the pathway until it ends. All right, it looks like we have made it to the Spa Ocean Club, adults only. kids 16 and older only. The spa Ocean Cay, really quiet down here. All of the beaches have been relatively quiet so far though. I'm not sure if people are just not getting off the ship because it's overcast. It's been really, really quiet. So you got some little huts over here as well. Little pavilion down here. It's really green and lush back here by this pavilion. Got grass. Again, you can't swim back here because of the rocks on this part, but here looks like to be a sandy beach. Not sure how rocky it is once you get close to the water. Looks a little bit rocky and everybody's down here in water shoes, so might not be the smoothest, softest sand once you get down there. All right, y'all, well, we made it all the way to the tip on this side, so we are gonna go all the way back by the ship and then take the path in the other direction and see what's on the other side of the island. All right, so that walkway over there, there's the lighthouse all the way that way. That's where we walked from all the way to the tip of the island down there. We caught this little pathway here that's going to cut through here. So I'm going to take a little bit of a different way back to the ship. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. Might be why it doesn't look so busy on the island, is maybe a lot of people don't want to get off the ship if it's raining. We got a lot of people here swimming or walking on the lagoon. Doesn't even look that busy over here. A lot of beach chairs over here, but like I said, you don't see a whole lot of the umbrellas or the beach chairs. This one does have a lifeguard station. There's the maintenance area that we were talking about earlier. Full crane, that must be where they lift like the shingles and stuff on the roof or whatever they need it for. As you can see, there's the ship. We're making our way back around. So that away. I guess there is quite a few people over this away. It's probably the closest area for the little inlet lagoon or whatever you want to call it. It's probably the closest area. Now I have heard that this is one of the better areas to go snorkeling in. So if you are into snorkeling, you might want to try out the little lagoon area. It looks like the beach is less rocky over here than other parts of the island that we have been to. Another restroom facility here. So I have seen a couple of the shuttle stations. I've been walking around now for about an hour and a half on the island total. I've seen one shuttle. So I don't know if... I guess I could probably call or ask and find out, but I'm not sure if they're on a schedule or not. Got a bunch of seated areas here. Speaking of shuttle, there's one right there. So it looks like this is one of the eateries on the island. Don't believe it is open yet. Yep, that's one of the, looks like the buffet eateries. So they got a place over there to rent equipment. Lounges, maybe floatable mats. Got another map here. Let's go check out the map again. So we are here. Ship is there. So as you can see, we went all the way down to the spa, Ocean Cay. Paradise Sands is where the pavilion was that they do some of the weddings and stuff. We walked all the way down that walkway. We started at the Lighthouse. So we went from Ship down this way to the Lighthouse, past the boho house, down that way, and then we walked back, and now we are up by Seekers, which is another eatery. So you have the boho house, you have Seekers, which is the buffet eatery. That's the cove area. The lagoon is the place that we're at now, the water I just showed, talking about the snorkeling. So the lagoon is just literally an inlet. Ocean Cay Lagoon. And then you have North Island and the Ocean Beach House. I don't think we're going to go all the way to North Island. I think we are just going to head back to the ship now, because it is starting to rain, and check out what they have going on board. So we are going to cut through the little pathway here between the restrooms. Let's see all the beach mats over there they got bundled up. So this walkway cuts through and drops off right back up at the main plaza by where you get off the ship. It's like they're building more housing. Does anybody know, is this housing? Is this for workers on the island? Or is this for like a future resort or something that MSC is planning? It says an island with a vision, a protected marine reserve, 64 square miles. Interesting. Not sure, but they're building a lot of housing. Alright y'all, well I'm gonna shut the camera off because it is raining, and I will pick it back up when we get to the plaza by the ship. Alright y'all, this is where the Smiling Fish is, picking it back up. And Springer's Bar is a lot busier now than it was when we got off the ship this morning. Partially probably because it's raining and people are standing under the pavilion, and just partially because it's a little bit later in the day now. It's about 10:30. We got off the ship at 8:30, so more and more people, as you can see, walking towards me, getting off as we're heading back to the ship to get on. But a little sneak peek of a lot of Ocean Cay, not all of it, but a good majority. All right, y'all, we're back at the hub. There's a shuttle line. We're gonna go get back on the ship, y'all. About to go walk back up the walkway, go through security and get back on. Oh, we got some dancing going on here. The MSC mascot. They're doing some Macarena. All right, back to the ship we go.